having a little bit of trouble, but I'm on now. I was trying to stream from Zoom, but I still can't do it. I just don't know how to do that. Half the problem is that Zoom doesn't like this live producer. So anyway, I'm on now, and hope you're well. Sorry it's still a bit dark in here. I've been asking to have the lights replaced in this room for about 3 months. Hasn't happened yet. Anyway, don't see the wrinkles that way. I hope you're well. I hope you're all happy and healthy and enjoying life, whatever you might be doing, and doing lots of meditating, lots of connecting, and just happy. So I don't really have a theme for today. So if you have any questions, I will do some readings. But you know, I do like to kind of start with a bit of a meditation and help with things that people might need. And of course, I need to now. I forget that can't see the comments for some reason. And Sarah and I were just talking about that. Don't know why. So I need to actually have another page open so that we can so that I can see your comments. Otherwise, you might be wondering why I'm not talking to you. But I promise I am. So, you know, I love lots of comments and questions, and but particularly with spiritual, there's the comment, spiritual development and strange happenings. I love that. I had Zoe sent me some pictures this morning. Probably can't hear me. That might be better. Zoe sent some pictures this morning. How are you all? Hi Trish. Oh, now I've just got to turn myself off. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Zoe sent me some pictures this morning of an orb, and I won't share what it was because that's a bit private, but it was relevant to her. And so lots of people are seeing orbs. And Zoe said, well, I just wondered if my phone was broken. No. There's, in this case it was from the spirit world, but a lot of the times it's Archangel Uriel trying to get in touch with people. Archangel Uriel has been with me now for a couple of months, or maybe 6 months. He's been popping up more, but lately he just burns my leg all the time, and he's got a lot to say, and particularly about what's going on. So the last couple of channelings I did were for him, and the endless sphere of creation was just unbelievable. It's in my latest newsletter, and just talking about how we create our own reality and we are co-creators. So he's got more to say, and when I get some time, which will be maybe Friday, I will sit down with him and just get some more messages out, because you know, there's a lot of stuff that's really a downer at the moment, but the positive messages from the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, the Sirians, from the Masters are really important and needed at the moment, and it's my absolute honour and pleasure to be able to bring them to you all. Feeling the stress of lockdown today. Yeah, totally get that, Helen. We've been through lockdown, of course, but we haven't been through it twice. And so, you know, I said to my dad yesterday, we went out for lunch for a friend's birthday. He said, well, you're really lucky to be able to do that. And I said, well, yes, actually we are very lucky. So it is. It's very stressful and a worry for everybody. Hi Angie, yes, for sure when I do them. Yes, that's better. Yes, sorry, I forgot. I keep forgetting that I have my headphones in, and then, hi Grant, great to see you. Hi Abigail. Hi Elsie, great to have you on. Hi Trish, lovely to see you. Yeah, so it's all been a bit of a thing. But if you do have kind of reflected lights in your camera, and particularly when they're moving about, that's not just a coincidence, that there's a message out there for you. Yeah, strange questions, welcome to my world, but I do get a lot of kind of emails about, this might seem out there, but I just wanted to ask you this question because Mum and I, this was just one from this week, Mum and I, every time someone is about to pass over and they haven't been sick or anything, but they're known to us, we actually throw up. And I'm like, that's interesting. So I looked into it, and they'd been classed as witches in the 13th and 14th century, and one of them was a head witch. And really they were naturopaths and, herbalists, and they were helping people with their health, but of course they were seen as witches. And so they made some kind of contract to help people pass over. So I literally saw their spirits flying through their bodies. And so their vomiting was a purging of that energy. But you can't live your life doing that all the time. So I helped them with a healing. They were friends, so they came over and we did that. But yeah, so there's no question that's too out there for me. Honestly, that's just like, there's a lot of things that happen, and I'm sure a lot of people go, I could never tell anybody because no one would believe me. I will believe you, I promise. I will always believe you. Yes, I will be doing cards, but not just yet. Hi from Adelaide. Yep, not doing the cards just yet. Otherwise it's a long hour for people who are tuning in to kind of maybe just clarify things that are going on with them or anything. So if you have had some funny happenings, I'm happy to look into those for you, because that's what I do. I'm looking for my water. There it is. Okay, so let's do a collective reading. Oh yeah, share. Please share. That would be lovely to let people know about me. So I am Victoria Cochrane. I live on the northwest coast of Tasmania. Was born in Adelaide, grew up in Melbourne, and have 3 adult sons, baby granddaughter, and been married for 36 years. Was a teacher, and now am working full-time doing spiritual healing and psychic communicating, which really means I'm a medium, I'm a psychic channel, I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. Strange dreams last couple of nights and burned my hand this morning on the wood fire. Ow! Oh, you poor thing. If you've got any lavender oil, that's really good for that. Essential oil, that is. I'll have a look at that in a sec. Hi from NC. Where is that, Marley? Sorry. Okay. So yes, please do share. I have a website, victoriacochrane.com. I have 3 books out, and my 4th book is coming out on my 60th birthday on November the 10th, and I'm really excited. And my friend Angie just told me that she thinks it's a wonderful piece of work, and she's excited to have read it for me, and I'm really grateful that she did. So, oh, you put aloe on it, very good. All right, here's a collective reading for everybody. These are Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards, and I haven't used them for a long time, and do need the book with them, but this is for everybody's highest and best. Oh, Michael, enchantment. So this is beautiful. So I think it's a very relevant message for now of seeing the good things and seeing the beauty in nature and actually finding things to be grateful for. The cosmic leader, enchantment. So this is for everybody, and I think particularly those who are finding the stress of lockdown a bit overwhelming today. Michael asks you to remember the magic of your life. And I'll just bring that closer so you can see. I'll just put it onto my other page to see that I am there. Can you see that without the glare? It's a gorgeous card, unicorn, just love them. Okay, so Michael asked you to remember the magic of your life by connecting with the path of the enchanted. Is magic missing from your life, or are you aware of a lack of imagination in your creative purpose? Allow the divine joy of the child within you to reconnect with the free flow fun, try saying that 10 times, that was once present in your innocence. This is a doorway to the numinous. With this card, the unicorn's magical horn touches your soul with the love of its perspicacity, compelling, eternal, and especially wise about the divine light within you. When it shines, the charisma of your soul magnetizes all people to you. Chant He through your crown chakra to resonate with the higher frequencies of enchantment. So that's a fairly complicated message, but I really do feel that if you think about the unicorn, it's a magical creature that can fly and that is not bound by the boundaries we put around ourselves on the earth and in our lives. And that when we actually do believe in ourselves as co-creators, but also that we're here to experience not just the hard things, but the wonderful things about nature. And, that we can learn a lot and that we can actually start to see the blessings in things that are happening, not just the bad things. Hello, Catherine. Hi, Jody. Great to see you. And Angie's just talking about my book. It is amazing tour, highly recommended. Dreamt about a cocooned insect. Not sure whether it was a spider or what. Well, do you know, that is a strange dream, but it's an awesome dream. Where if you're in a cocoon, you're actually going through transition, aren't you? And you're going through a bit of a hiatus of having a break from everything, but when you emerge, you will be transformed. And so whatever's happening for you at the moment, Angie, there's better things coming. So burning your hand, that's a bit of a sacrifice of energy. That's but I'll wonder, if I may, I'll tune into you and I'll just see what that might be about. Because there's always, yes, it's an accident, but there are no coincidences, so we could look at it as a sign. Alright, so think of yourself as a phoenix needing to rise out of the ashes, and the burn is just about shedding your skin and not being afraid to, and of actually starting to be more comfortable in your skin and not having to put a boundary around who you think, around yourself, and or pretending to be someone that you think people want you to be. Be yourself, Angie. You're the most beautiful person and you just have everybody's best interests at heart. But you've just got to realise that you're important too, and to do what you love and to do what makes your heart sing, and to show the world, don't hold back, don't hold back with anything. So it is about, while you're in this cocoon, thinking about your emergence and how that is not just symbolic, how it can just not be symbolic, but actually be you stepping into your full truth. For people who don't know, bit of a plug for Angie, Ametrine Angie. She's Ametrine Holistic Medicine and Healing down in Huonville, and she does amazing work with people, and she's hosted me one time and I did a workshop, and she's selling my books, and she's always looking after other people, but yeah, definitely I think bigger things coming for Angie, so I hope that helps. It was a beautiful message, Marlee. I wonder if anybody else has had funny things pardon me, happen for you. Catherine's another one reading my book. I wonder, Catherine, how you're finding it. So I'm just starting to think about, that's great, Angie, awesome. So I wonder if you would let me read you something from the new book. Oh, no problem. My pleasure. Thank you for the plug, she says. Okay, so now I'm frozen. Here we go. Just what might be relevant for today. And I might just do a whiz through and see what happens. So I'm thinking that one of the chapters, so the first section is just really about ascension and everything. This is my fourth book, the Book of Life, Lessons from Mother Earth. And the lessons come from nature and how they really, nature is in synchronicity with each other, and everything kind of just works. And there's life and there's death and there's all of that, but everything just works. One of them was water, the flow of life, and I really like the fact that rivers like go with the flow, whereas oceans are more about the ebb and flow of life, comings and goings, and the good and the bad. But also the river of life can be looked at as the blood. And so if people have issues with the blood, then they might be lacking the will to live, that kind of thing. Shannon, okay, the CD doesn't work, it says error. Shannon, I will send you another one. Okay, so if you can just pop me a message, or I'll message you after here and then I'll send you another one. Ren Haskell, full moon, challenges for where to set up my business or rest. Okay, so we'll look at that in a minute. Thanks, Ren. Yeah, so let me just have a look. Yeah, so that's, it's those kind of synchronicities, those kind of messages. The mountain is a still point, being able to sit in the stillness and just be. A tree is also about that, but holding the energy and actually sustaining life for other things without a sacrifice of energy. It's that kind of two-way street. So the messages are really, and I'm not going to read the whole chapter, we'll just send you all to sleep. So oceans, so the one about land, The seas of the world are vast and plentiful. The life they sustain is varied and often mysterious or still unknown to humans. The separation of life between land and water means that the forms of life have different appearances, different attributes, different purposes. While all animals on earth, whether they live on land or the sea, feed on or are food for other animals, there seems to be no reason for their existence other than to eat, breed, sustain other life forms, and to maintain the overall balance of the natural world. However, the main purpose for any life form to exist is to bring the love of the Creator to the world through its very core, which is connected to Source and is therefore created from the adamantine particles of creation. Land animals are nurtured by the sun and rain, while animals in the depths of the ocean survive with very little light and on the tiniest particles for food. Their survival is based on instinct, self-sufficiency and sustainability. If there were a lesson for humans to be learnt from sea life, from the largest whale down to the single-celled amoeba, it would be that life is not about doing. To live life on earth, all one need do is to exist in the integrity in which it was created and to be true to itself in every second of its existence. Life in the natural world just is, and humans could do well to consider this fact. And that's just the first two chapters of chapter 14, the first two paragraphs of chapter 14, Water, the Flow of Life. And so I really love that because we need to, humans always have this real need to feel that they have to justify their existence or to feel that they belong in some way. And that's, as it is, we do belong, and that sense of belonging is very important. But if our lesson in life is just to learn to love ourselves unconditionally and to give that love unconditionally, then we've done a good job, really. And, you know, we can't take anything with us. So if I were, you know, to fall off the perch anytime soon, I would just really want to know that people would miss me, you know, and that I had left a message of integrity and love, and, you know, like, that's all that we can do, is to be the best that we can be, and to, yes, if we can make a difference or to help the world in some way, that's amazing. But do you see what I mean? It's just about life on other planets. In my third book, it talks about life on other planets. Humans would find incredibly boring because they really just, they exist like ant colonies and or beehives or anything. They just keep everyone alive and they just keep everything working in synchronicity, and that's enough. So yeah, so that's just a sample of my fourth book, which is coming out in November. But those are the messages that I think that it is good to ponder and to consider in the light of everything that's happening. So Kim McEwen says, I'm wondering if you can give some insight into the lethargy that I'm feeling and can't seem to shake off. Okay, well, I have a brief tune in, Kim, and then we can see what that might be. Fall off the perch. I love it. Never heard of that before. Ren says, oh, really? I talk about falling off the perch all the time. I'm not a parrot, though. But, yeah, just the funny kind of Australian idiosyncrasies. Yes, so let me have a look. So I'm just tuning into Kim to see why she might have, I hope it's a she, have some lethargy. And just if anybody has any other strange happenings that they'd like me to look into, because that is something that I'm good at. You have a lot of dark energy around you, Kim. That wouldn't be helpful. And I don't have time to do a healing on it today, but on my website, people, you can book in, and I do my readings and healings over the phone. Works just as well because I'm a channel, so I witness and I can tune into you. There'd be a few reasons why you've got this black energy around you. It's kind of not on you so much. There's a bit of a separation, Kim, between you and the energy, but it feels heavy. And it's not just on one side, so it's just hemming you in. It's either grief, it's disconnection from... It feels like a disconnection from the world, really. And it doesn't have a long history. So if I tuned into your body, I'm wondering about your thyroid. You should probably get that checked. But also there's red energy going down your esophagus, so whether your digestion's not going well. So there's some physiological symptoms there, but also there's a lot of just heavy energy. The other thing that we do is we hook into the energy of the world, and if you're finding lockdown or what's going on with the coronavirus and everything particularly draining, then I wonder whether you're hooked into the human collective consciousness, and that's actually not doing you much good either. So you could definitely do with a healing and a clearing, but I do think a checkup with the doctor and some bloods would be a great idea. Hi Tanya. I'm having a great day. I hope you are too. Hi, Madison. Okay, so now we're starting to get a she. She is, yes. And starting to get readings and things. So I can do that. But before we do that, there is a link for the book. And I have got that on the top there. So there's when there is a jot form that you can go onto, and I've got that up there pretty much. So if you look up the top, if pre-order my new book, it's jotform.com, the Book of Life. So you can pre-order there. And my other books are available on Amazon or on my website. Yeah, so I was just wondering though, before we do go into readings, if people are feeling a bit kind of bleh today, let's just do a quick healing. And if you can just close your eyes, I'm just going to, just if you could openly give permission for a healing. And Archangel Metatron has stepped in, and I'm just going to ask Archangel Metatron to clear people who are engaging in this this live broadcast today or watching it later, to have a clearing and a grounding and just a light body balance and activation in the highest and best way to bring you all to a higher level of consciousness and balance in the highest and best way with divine ease and grace for all of your highest and best. And I'm just going to witness that for you, and it's just doing a clearing of your aura. and then aligning chakras, and then doing a clearing and a grounding. And then an activation of the light in your chakras to a higher frequency for your highest and best, which means it'll just go as high as what your energy allows at the moment. Some lovely blue coming in, particularly around the 3 bottom chakras. And this is for everybody. And then just clearing away any heaviness, any disconnectedness, any depression or any other negative energies. And just filling your bodies with unconditional love and light. Doing a balance of masculine and feminine as well. And integrating all of that healing through your chakra line. Thank you, Metatron. And he just says, look to the light. Always look to the light. Just going to ask for your auras to be sealed up, and then hope that helps you all to feel a bit better. Thanks, Angie. Just going to scroll down and see. Hi, Florin. Lovely to see you. You're on medication for your thyroid. Yeah, well, I don't have a thyroid. I had that out, and so it can always kind of go in and out depending on what's going on. So it's always good to get it checked. Consciousness energy is heavy. Yeah, so hopefully that healing helped a little bit, Kim. I did, Rebecca, I did. But I just wanted to do a meditation first, just to make sure everybody's kind of, feeling a bit less heavy. Yeah, so I like to have a balance of insights and meditations and collective stuff, as well as doing individual readings, and that way it kind of stays interesting for everybody. Okay, so Rebecca would like to know about her career. So I'm just wondering what cards might be best for that. Earth Magic might be good. I will just tune into you, Rebecca, if that's okay. And then... oh no, don't say sorry. It's fine. It's fine. Hi, Colleen. Great to see you. Hi, Bella. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining. Oh, Kim says she's feeling a bit lighter, so that's good. Excellent. Okay, Rebecca wants to know about her career. I definitely think you're at the crossroads. Half of you is on board and half of you is not. If you're in a job, it's kind of lost its sparkles. Oh, there we go. New beginnings. So if you're looking for a new job or you've applied for a job, that's what you should be doing. Definitely there's more for you to be doing. particularly, I would say you're feeling unfulfilled, or if you don't have a job, then there's one coming soon. But you've actually got to, Florin, just give me a bit more information if you could. That would be good. Yeah, if you're not working, then, but I kind of feel that you are. There's a block there with what you're doing presently. So you need to renew your passion and actually find something that really makes your heart sing, because I think this job is over, you know, and that you're moving into a new cycle. So definitely apply if that's what you've been looking to do. Thanks, Shakti. I will in a sec. I've just got, oh, you're welcome, Madison. Right, just going back to Ren. Wanted to know something, I think. Full moon, challenges for where to set up my business or rest set. Full moon doesn't actually really ever affect me. I don't know why, just kind of doesn't. I love it. I love a full moon. I love the light that it gives, and just like, it just feels like it's, everything's kind of completed, and that it's just, yeah, I just love that energy of the full moon. Challenges for where to set up my business. Where feels right, I guess. I guess also my son would say, well, have you done research on you know, your clientele and all that? But it's going to go well, I think. And you just need to be really clear on where you want it to be and what you want to achieve with your business. And like I said to one of my guides, so how do I find the best person to help me with my book, or rah, rah, rah. Ask the universe. It's like, oh, it's pretty simple. So when you put it out, and you're really clear, you make it happen, because we are co-manifestors, and we're really, really powerful beings. And new moon, promise. So I think you go with your gut, Ren, and don't see them as challenges, see them as opportunities. And so turn it around and make it all really positive. But no, don't rest, just really just make it happen. And just give thanks for the universe helping you to know where to set it up, to be able to set it up, and all of that, and it will all just fall into place. And it sounds really simple, but in my experience, when we put it out there like that, it happens. So good luck for that. Hi, Mike from Cali, California, is it? Just scrolling down. Hi, Julie. Great to see you. Hope you're well. Madison, do you see any change in my current disconnection from family and life? That's something that I might just tune into for, I think. Fair bit of drama in your family, and maybe in your life as well. And I actually think you need to disconnect from drama, and just do some meditation and come back to yourself for a while. And when you can do that, the perspectives might change. Be happy within yourself first, Madison, and just really just reconnect to who you are, what your values are, what your purpose is, that you can just be in your own skin and be happy with who you are, and then things might change. What is your passion? Love yourself, be passionate. What makes your heart sing? What can you do just to be and be happy with yourself and connect to yourself and connect to the unconditional love of the universe and connect to life, and then that disconnection should turn around. And we need to really, that connection, if we're disconnected from others, we're probably disconnected from ourselves. Not always, but hopefully that helps. That's okay. I was wondering if Florin was going to give me any... What do I think of the law of attraction? It's everything. What we put out comes back to us. So like attracts like. So when we put out to the universe that we are not worthy, then that comes back to us. If we put out to the universe that we never have any money, that comes back to us. And so we create our own reality, yes, but also the vibration of what goes out from us comes back to us in the same way. So the law of attraction is one of the major laws of the universe. And it's extremely important, and we use it all the time, but we don't actually know that we are. But if we listen to ourselves and if you monitored everything that came out of your mind and your mouth in a day, what percentage would be positive and what percentage would be negative? And then what percentage of your life is positive and what percentage is negative? And measure it like that. And then the more positive you are, the more able you're able to see hope, the more positive your words and thoughts will be, and it just really changes everything. So yes, the law of attraction is actually one of the major laws, and it goes with the there's three major laws. Pretty sure the law of attraction is one of them. Madison said she needed to hear that, so that's wonderful. Fantastic. Ren, you're welcome. A few people asking for cards. Shakti says, I love the full moon and the energy of it, even the intense ones. New moon feels very empty and dark. I agree. All right, so she's self-employed and have different income streams, figuring out what's working, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Well, there's some things not working, but others are, and it's just about going with your strengths. I'd always go with your strengths, Rebecca, and then, just whatever's bringing in the most money, maybe, but also whatever's really making your heart sing. Because when you are really keen and passionate about something, it sells itself, So that's what you need to look at. Okie doke. So put it out there to the universe. Thank you for allowing me to expand my business in the way that's right for me, or whatever. Wendy, you can have a card. Bye, Rebecca. Thank you. All right, Wendy. Okay, stone people, vigilance. I think you're just keeping your head above water at the moment. Let me just tune in, Wendy, and see. just looks like you've got lots of heavy energy on you, and you're just having to really keep yourself. It's like you're just struggling to stay in control. You need a break. Wendy, you need a break. You definitely need some grounding, some meditation, just time off, and set some boundaries around other people, because I think they're just totally draining you at the moment. And just connect, reconnect. Hi Nick, how are you? Yeah, so just cut yourself off from society for 3 days, Wendy, and take a break. Yes, Shakti, okay. Coming to you. Oh, all right, it's the same card for Shakti. So I'm just going to break my energy and maybe do it again, but also just tune into you and just to see if it comes up again, then it is right. Shakti, you do look like you've got a bit of heavy energy on you as well, but it's not as heavy as the one I saw before. Here we go. It's perhaps feeling a bit of stuckness, but actually everything's going the way it's meant to, and you're actually just unfolding and just finding your way and being guided along the way as well. So definitely keep grounded, keep your energies clear, but just trust that everything's going the way it's meant to. And don't doubt yourself. I really feel it's a lot of doubt. You're going the way you should be. Bye Jodie, thank you. Hi Johanna, yes. I'll do a card for you, and I'll just break my energy this time. Make sure I'm not pulling someone else's card for you. Oh, everybody needs a break, I think. So go within to go without. Okay, so when we go within, we can really just sit in the sanctity of us and to really connect. But if you're feeling overwhelmed, which is perhaps what this is about, then you definitely just need to withdraw, take a breath, ground. And it doesn't have to be for hours and hours, but definitely have some quiet time every day and just reconnect. And when just find yourself some time to be on your own. And that's for Johanna, yes. Oh, you're getting a lot from others' readings, that's great. So, Florin, you did say you wanted to know about your second son, and I wondered about that. And there's new beginnings, Florin, for you. So let me just... and I don't know how old he is or anything, but it does seem to me like a change is necessary. But not just a change in circumstance or a change in environment, but a change in thinking, you know, just kind of seeing the blessings of things and moving on that way. But the next card for that is reflection. And so it is, you know, what we're mirrors for each other, right? So if your son is, I feel like it's around school and perhaps not being happy, and perhaps there's bullying, and I could be way off, but what we put out comes back to us, and so it seems to me like he's a pretty sensitive soul, and so just needs to change his ideas around himself and his worth, and not worry about people who are not worthy of him, so he'll be all right, but I see a lot of red on him, and I see a lot of anxiety and a lot of unhappiness, but he's got to be happy with himself, So I hope that helps. Now, Nick, doing one for you, and then I'll have to go soon. It's 1 o'clock, and I have a client at 1:30. Card for Nick. Wow, I don't think you need to worry about things much, Nick. Everything's just going really well, just flowing well. It's like you're just kind of coasting along, but it's the way it's meant to be. Just what you put your mind to, you can do. So don't second guess yourself, just allow everything to just be in that flow, and everything will go the way it's meant to, and is going the way it's meant to. So trust yourself as well. Trust everything that you're guided to do. Colleen says she's having family issues. Can I have a card, please? Yes. Oh, I said it. Perfect. That's great, Florin. Excellent. I hope that helps. I wish you all the best. Okay. Colleen, family issues. Yeah, withdraw from drama. Family issues are family issues, and goodness, sometimes our families are wonderful, but other times we can do without all their drama and histrionics. So just withdraw from it. Don't enter into energy that isn't yours. That if they're blaming you for stuff, don't take that on, and don't even give advice. Just withdraw and just step away for a while, because you are going really well without all that. You don't need all that stuff in your life. They'll come back, they'll licking their wounds is what I'm told. So yeah, when we invest in energy, then we add to the energy, and we can perpetuate the energy, and so it's best to just withdraw and be an observer, but not a participant. You can send them love, you can do all of that, but even getting angry at them then is investing in it too. So it's just best to just step right back and leave them to their issues. Hi Elizabeth, lovely to see you. Oh yes, Elsie, back to you. I'll definitely do that for you. Yeah, it's not good. Oh, things are moving for you at the moment, Elsie. Lots of movement, lots of things changing, but good changes and meant to happen. So embrace the changes that are happening and let go of the old. Don't have attachment to things that are leaving your life, even if they're people, because that blocks us from moving forward. So Elsie, I hope that helps you. And Elizabeth, yes. Karma around family. Okay, so it's possible you've lived lives with some of your family members before, or they're in your soul family, and but if you look at this, the karmic ties are just about coming to an end. Archangel Uriel's got something to say about that as well. Look to the future, not to the past. Forgive and let go. Just ask for the ties of karma, the karmic ties that can be resolved, to be resolved and released, and just cut ties with the drama and stuff that's happening around you. But it's okay, your family's okay. Like, you know, sometimes we think, how did I be part of it? How am I ever part of this family? But what lessons have they taught you, and why did you choose to be in this family, and what are the blessings that have come out of it, and how can you resolve whatever's going on in your mind and in your heart that will release the karmic ties and all the other stuff that doesn't serve you. And at least then you can get on with your life, and they'll catch up, because it's that, you know, when you raise your vibrations, then they have to come up to meet you. Never go down to meet a lower vibration. It's just soul sucking. Yeah, so I hope that helps. All right, my lovelies, I do need to go now. I thank you all for being with me today. Don't forget to have a check out of my website, and I do have a Facebook page, Victoria Cochrane Psychic Communication and Spiritual Healing. I also have a private Facebook group, the Spiritual Journey with Taurus Angels, which you're welcome to ask to join. It's just that you see a bit more of me. Not lately, I've been a bit busy, but it's kind of a group where like-minded people can get together with me. And I will be back on next Wednesday. If I can help you in any way, please check out my services on my website, or you can drop me an email or a message. I always reply really quickly. And lots of love to you all, and I'll see you next week. And now I've got to end it. I always just forget how to do that. Go onto here and I can do that. Okay, bye.